But. Hey, hey.
I've got a sucky.
Drink yours, drink yours. Drink it.
I've got a sucky in a cup, mate. Hey.
What it does, what is poppin', what is crack-a-lackin', everybody? My name is Uncle Second Cousin C. That wasn't funny enough. I was trying to go somewhere different there, but you know what? I'm going to stick with... I'm Uncle. What is your name? Who are you?
Uncle Steve Easy. Well, I'll be nephew Nosh Dog. How you fucking going?
See, that's a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. And welcome to episode...
nephew?
69.
69.
A Bad Habits of Podcast, right? It's a pretty good number for this one.
Why are you gay?
You know what I'm saying? We out here.
Is it wrong that I'm like rock solid right now?
No, not at all. Not for episode 69.
For
Any other episode.
69. That,
mate,
oof,
you know?
that's a doozy.
It is,
how's
right?
Things?
Nah, mate.
MTL, buddy.
It's been shit weather. I'm just really watching if I seem distracted. I noticed I'm in the red on the microphone a little bit, so I brought my system volume is down to like a fraction.
Thanks. Input down to 50, mate.
It's actually at like 1/10, like 1/10. And it already was there, and it was peaking at 1/10, which I've never seen before. It's under input, not output, right?
Quiet to you?
Or is it output? Oh, it's output volume. Oh, is it output or input? No, you sound good to me.
It's input.
Input. Yeah, I'm at fucking... Now I'm less than a quarter. I put it up a sniff because it was down. Either way. Alright, we good. But yeah, MTL's alright. The fucking building is pissing me off this week. We're out... I was trying to shower before the podcast, and then the fucking hot water's off. I couldn't jerk because how you gonna fucking... You can jerk it clean, but then you're gonna be sticky, aren't you? Aren't you?
You can't wash it down the sink. You can't
That's
wash it
right.
down the hole. The
Can't
hole,
do it.
What are you doing?
Can't do it. So I'm a little
spewing.
fucking pissed. And then this fucking week, these dumb... Man, I just keep peeking. This is unbelievable. I'm really worried about the quality of this episode. These dumb fucks, they said that there was going to be water off for the day or whatever, and they didn't tell us the times, which they're supposed to. So I checked and everything was back on. I'm like, boom. So I use the sauna every day. The sauna, I think I might have talked about it before. The sauna is the greatest thing ever
In the world.
In the world. I love it so much. So I went and saunaed and came back, ice cold, all gone. So I literally had to squat, like in the shower with the tub, whatever. I boiled up the kettle. I put whatever was in there into a bowl, and then just put some cold water in to sort of do it. And I'm literally like washing myself like that, just because you can't when you're sweating that much,
bath.
basically. But you can't let yourself stay like that after with all the sweat on it, because then you end up fucking breaking out in pimples and shit. So like it's too much. God damn it. Yeah, it pisses me off. But that aside, the weather's been horrible, so I haven't gone anywhere or done anything all week. Just been in the crib.
It's been pissing down here, mate. I had a nice productive day, so it was good. The rain kept me inside because I would have gone on my fucking bike and got muddy. So
don't want that. You do not want that.
Sometimes you do. It's pretty sweet.
Doesn't sound fun to me, but maybe if it's like summer rain, it's probably okay. Like if it's a little warm. But Uncle Dan, as you can tell, not here again. He was gonna try in England.
Much fun in the UK,
yeah,
mate.
That's what I'm thinking. We're not really like hassling him about it. I haven't even really spoken to him about it. I always let him know that we're doing it. If he wants to join in, he's welcome to. But I think I think the time doesn't work because it's probably midnight there. Hang on, what time? 7:45. Yeah, it'd be just after midnight, almost 1 a.m. there. So it's probably not an optimal time for him to do it. But we'll have him back eventually.
Yeah,
so
it's 1:45, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. So fucking he's out here wilding. So you know, let's start with the fucking slang word. Kind of do it how we've got ourselves the slang word. Yeah, we've got ourselves in a little groove, I think, these last few pods. Yeah, I like how it's working out. Slang word. So try to slip this one in. Do you want to go first?
Let's go. So bizzo.
Okay. What? You can explain that for people?
Mind your bizzo. Mind your own bizzo. Mind your bizzo. Fucking bizzo.
Okay.
Bizzo.
Easy.
Business.
I like it. Love it.
Straight
Simple, straightforward. To play on your theme, yours is Bottle.
Also, beeswax. Bizzo, beeswax. That's what I kind of should have said.
Do you have to say both or one or the other?
Honestly, either of those, because they've been the same.
Either works? Okay.
Beeswax is funnier, and also Dad fucking said it all the time. Mine's beeswax. That's probably what I should have said. So,
Crazy.
Mine's beeswax, cunt. Let's do that.
Alright, I'm going to try and slide that one in.
Beeswax, I'm changing it.
Okay, change it.
Slide it all the way in, no lube. Let's go.
So you have Bottle. You can speak in with the O kind of thing with Aussies, you know? Bottle shop, liquor store, Bottle. Straightforward.
Bottle.
You know, I think there actually is a chain of stores called Bottle now. There wasn't always. It was just like the slang word for it.
They must have trademarked the fucking name.
They must have. I don't know if people know this, but I felt like people always tripped out when we told them about it. But in Australia, they have drive-through. Yeah, the drive-through bottle shop. So usually they're connected to a. Goat. This is so weird when I'm saying all the words, but this is like a hotel. But a hotel is just a pub, like a bistro or whatever the fuck. So you know, like there's one at the Stamford in Roeville, for example. Fucking Stamo cunt, you know. Fucking Stamo. Wait, or what was the pub?
Wow.
On Gels Road in Glen Waverley. On the top of that hill, was that called the
mountain?
Yeah, what was that? Is that the Wavo?
The Wavo Club, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember the name. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think it was the Waverley Club, something like that. Maybe it was something different.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, we call Wavos because you go from the pool room to Wavos. You know, you go from either or. You go have dinner at Wavos on top of the hill, go down to the pool room, have a fucking poke, and jam a bird. Fucking sweet as.
Oh, mate. So you had a different. You could go to Q's at Knox and then go to the fucking Irish.
Oh, hey, Q's and Knox. See, I didn't go there because you told me wild stories. I ain't trying to fight a cunt with a pool stick, so I didn't go.
Yeah, it was good times.
Obviously with you and the man or whatever, but I wouldn't actually go to Q Sports for fun.
I respect it. It got a little wild, I think,
you know what I mean?
the end.
Yeah, I wasn't really about that. I don't want to scuff my gym still.
Hey, man. I actually never went to pool room. Now we'll talk about it. I don't think I ever went there.
It was next to my work and that, and a lot of cunts used to go there, and they had quality pool tables. Believe it or not, they had 40 of the motherfuckers. So we used to go just...
So it's the same concept.
Even though we had one at home, but it was just like a good time to chill with the cunts outside of work, and it was right across the street.
The concept of pool room, I don't want to get too nostalgic for people who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but it's basically the same as Q Sports, where there's like a bar. Because Q Sports had two sections. They had the pool section, which was just like a normal pool hall with tables and probably like a small bar there. Then they had another side with like a dance floor and a DJ booth and a bar and stuff. So it was like it could be like a club, but they only had like the R&B hour at like 2 a.m. where they would play House of Pain, Jump Around, Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac, fucking, the vibes.
God.
Like Naughty by Nature, Hip Hop Parade. I'm talking...
California Love.
Yeah. All that fucking like shit that the Aussies, like the white people, when they got hold of hip hop, they hung on to these, and like Crooklyn Clan, all of that bullshit. They just play the same... Usually, I think there's usually a rotation. If I counted them, my guess would be about 20 songs that would last an hour, maybe a bit more.
Nelly and Kelly Rowland, and Nelly and Shanti, and Shanti and Ja Rule, and Ja Rule and Shanti,
and Ja Rule and J-Lo, and J-Lo and Fat Joe.
And
if you're lucky, you get that. Club. Sometimes they used to bust out a little hit 'em up. That was always fun.
You'd have a good little 1-2 thing still.
There's always a fight.
The room was a big version of Q Sports. From what you're saying, it was kind of divided. There was 40 pool tables on one side, and the other side was like a bit of a bar and a band, and same shit.
Gotcha.
We got lit in the suburbs.
Yeah, man, we went hard. So then in Australia they have like hotels. So you would go to a pub, and the pubs were very... I guess they were kind of like family-friendly spots. So that's why we went to a lot of them, because the food was like not expensive. And it was like, chicken schnitzels and burgers and chicken and just boring ass parmas and all that kind of crap, right? Like straight up, maybe more British / Aussie pub food. So then they always had, and then they always had these fucking drive-through things. So it's literally like a Macca's, but it was like always undercover. So you'd be able to drive in, and then there'd be a bloke, and they come up to the window and go, what do you need, mate? I'll get us a slab of fix, eh? They got tinnies or stubbies.
Leave your fucking car. You sit in your driver's seat. Like, oh, mate, give me a bottle of fucking Jim Beam and a slab of fucking cotton draft, chuck it in your trunk, cunt, and you pop your own boot, and the dude will chuck it in, mate.
No worries, pause. And then, what would they ask her? They'd be like, tinnies or stubbies, mate? And you'd be like, oh, exactly. Yeah, kiss the stubbies.
Wouldn't even tip the cunt.
Nah, no one does no tips, mate. You just give Robbo the money and get the fuck out of there, you know? Fuck, sweet ass.
Give him a cheeky wink and here you go.
Alright, off you go. So it's very convenient. It wasn't something that, like, I often participated in. I think because we were, like, I don't know, it was like, it's a different culture. Even back then, we weren't drinking beer like that. Definitely not craft beer. Because you need to go and see what's up, like, rather just drive in, unless you do know what you want. So whatever, either way, it's just like this weird sort of thing that they don't really have here. They might have it in the States somewhere or in some other provinces, but not in Ontario or Quebec. I've never seen it.
It's pretty fucking cool, though.
Yeah, it's a good concept. Fuck with it. Bud Light. There you fucking go, mate.
Bud Light. Don't even leave your car. It's like the height of laziness for an alcoholic.
Love it. I mean, then you can go through the drive-through of Macca's, fucking no, oh, great, no. Red Rooster. Yeah. Fucking go get a rooter, get a nice little fucking chicken roll, and nice little chicken chips,
roll,
mate.
Buddy.
Chicken salted on the chips.
Food.
Yeah, mate, get a little Coke fucking Zero, mate. Off you go, you know. Bloody...
No. Go.
What's an Aussie drink? You get a bit of fucking Solo.
6-pack of Cougars and a 2-piece feed.
Oh, mate. Jesus Christ. You're having a night, aren't you? Having a night?
It's a funny story that I got.
Oh, the 2-piece feed. Oh, I don't think I had anything to do with that. Is that a story? I don't know that one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you do. Oh, it's an off-air thing still.
Oh, is that? Okay, I have no idea. Okay. Oh! Okay, never mind. I get it. Yeah, little horses, you know, pop by the old horses, mate. That's all you need.
I mean, just... Oh,
wow, this is good, reminiscing. What was I even going to talk about? Fucking hell. Do you remember those KFC burgers? Yeah, you fucked me up. Yep. There was this one that they used to bring out. I forgot the name of it, but it was like they had a chicken patty, and then they had a hash brown, and then they had this like red sauce on it. I think it was a little spicy, but not very. And it was really tall. The Tower Burger.
Tower Burger.
Woo!
Yes. Woo! Yo, fire, because the hash brown was like extra. Yo, bro.
Crispy.
It was different.
Oh, man, honestly, KFC in Australia is like leagues above. KFC
chicken
in North
salt,
America is
bro.
Trash. Yeah, the chicken salt is key. But Red Rooster chips, Red Rooster fries were better. For sure.
Because they had the chicken salt. They had better chicken salt too.
I guess, is that why they were better? I thought it was like, probably that. Yeah, do you know what? I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure Red Rooster invented that chicken salt. And then KFC bit it off them because of popular demand. And everyone's like, yo, I'm going to fucking get Red Rooster fries because they're like solid.
Yeah.
And the chicken, like, I don't know, that tangy mayo, sort of like, not exactly tartar sauce, but like that shit they put on the chicken roll was sick, man. It had like it was a tangy mayo sauce.
Oh, yes. Yeah. The Red Rooster fucking...
fire. Yeah, it was like tangy mayo. That's what I missed about Australia, tangy mayo. You were dissing it in, I don't know, a dozen episodes ago because we put it on like sandwiches or something. It wasn't like a hot thing. Maybe is that why you didn't like it, or you didn't like it because of tang?
I didn't like the tang because I didn't like vinegar. It reminded me of like salt and vinegar stuff. I didn't like it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I kind of like, honestly, man, low key missed that, but I love the Hellmann's that I get here because it's like, you know, the closest thing to real mayo and bangs with real mayo. The tangy shit was actually kind of fire because it went with my salami and mayonnaise sandwiches that I used to have as a kid.
I used to think that was so gross that you ate that shit.
Honestly, man, it's not. I love it so much still. I probably still bangs with them. Like,
can you get that tangy mayo here? Or no, is it like completely
Well, they do have tangy mayo, but it's way different. It's not the same. And I reckon, like, I should get Dukes to send me a bottle of like some of that shit.
Like praise.
See how it goes still. It's like praise mayonnaise.
Yeah,
P-R-A-I-S-C. No?
Yeah, I remember the vibes. I remember the vibes.
Jingles, cunt. Anyway,
mate,
I want to write a jingle like that, bro.
Yeah, I reckon you could.
You're a receipt, cunt. I don't know.
I love it.
I'll make a jingle.
You know, please do. Make me a sick cunt jingle.
For the show, I'll do it just for the show.
Just for the show, we'll just record it. We need to do those ridiculous
You're a sick cunt. And have like a big harmony on sick cunt.
Yes. Just like a real, like a 3-second little stab.
It could be the start of a segment.
Ooh. We need to make segment like noises,
segment
like
intro
full
music.
intro sounds.
Let's do that.
That's kind of the aim. I definitely want to take it in that direction.
We have to figure out some like fundamental, concrete every episode, or at least seasonal or sprinkle segments and do some actual audio intros for them because it'll be more fun / professional.
Yes, that's exactly what, and like we talked about, I think a while ago, we want to like move to the OBS like video software so we can do more
streaming shit,
better audio, even because right now we're being lazy, we're not even using the microphones and stuff, but we want to make sure that the audio is A1 coming through both sides and that the audio can capture all of the little stupid sounds, because right now anyone listening to the audio will hear, like if we do a sound effect like the intro or fucking, what's a funny one I can do?
Shit cunt.
Something like that, you can hear it, but if we had separate audios, it doesn't come through. Like you won't hear it. So we need to have a system. Like it's actually a little complex because if we were sitting in the same room, it'd be probably a bit easier. But now we have to figure it out remotely. Yeah. So it's a whole thing. But I really want to do that. I'm actually going to try one thing on this episode when we go through the music. I want to one little thing on the screen and just show you, because I use this for other stuff, but would never use it for this. So just the type of stuff where like I can take you out of this screen and I can show something on the computer out of it, and then we go
screen share. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, screen share, split screen thing. So we can get into that. But with that said, you want to run through the music this week?
Did some fucking tunes. Yeah, let's do it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm scared of you all. I will start with the albums then, I guess.
Yeah, albums, videos, whatever.
Videos. Okay. So we'll start with your beautiful, personal Jesus and Savior, Justin Bieber.
Gang.
He had the Our World trailer, and looks like a bunch of fun. He's growing into a nice young man, and he's a funny cunt. So I rocks with the Biebs on a personal level, as I've mentioned a million times here, and I'm down to see, that's just be interesting watching. It's kind of like watching a Britney Spears documentary or a movie, because she is just as big of a star as this cunt. So that JB, I'm a fan, but not of music, if that makes sense. That's kind of thing to say, but I feel
that's fair. By the way, just to clarify, Our World is a documentary, and I think it might be Netflix or something like that. But he's doing a documentary during the pandemic of him getting back on stage and stuff. So it follows him around. Yeah, with his shows the behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. Looks fun.
Yeah. Damn right.
The Russ 315 Breathe. That was pretty cool. Dope video. Just regular Russ shit. It was just consistently good. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Then the albums, the Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid, Trust Fund Babies. Wasn't too bad overall. Wayne's so dope. I just can't deal with the whole album of auto-tune rap though. Like, it's not all auto-tune rap, but the singles fire. They're feeling like Tunchi. There's a video for that, which is really nice. And songs like Headlock, crazy, because Wayne just got fucking bars on it, and Wayne is like always impressive. He finds pockets on beats I couldn't exactly get down with initially, and all of a sudden he comes in, it's like, oh, there it is. It's like, okay, he's a fucking genius. And most of the time when he doesn't have the digital assistance, it's just like glimpses of the Drought 3 mixtape Wayne. So I love it. There was a lot of good, really solid bars. He doesn't really lack on his long verses either. So that was really cool. Rich the Kid had moments, and they had good features like YG and shit like that. So it was a good listen, but a whole album with lots of overdone autotune rap is very tiring for me to listen to, and it's just like, I could break that up into multiple days of listening, like do a third one day, middle half the next, you know what I mean? Like middle third. So yeah, it was good, but like not all in one shot. The Meek Mill thing was cool. Dude's got bars, but I can't deal with the whole album with him because he just yells. But there's a few tracks that he did control his conversational kind of like tone and volume, so it was actually quite nice. But yeah, title track is crazy. His pen is great, so it's not shit, but it's not like amazing, you know what I mean? Headie 1, Too Loyal for My Own Good. I did listen to like 4 songs, but I couldn't get past how hard it is to listen to. Like, the beats aren't on time and even, they're always different signatures, and like he's so flat, monotone, late and lazy. It's very, very hard for me to listen to, bro. Like I did it for Dan, and that's it.
That's what he would have wanted.
I mean, that's all you can ask for. I got 4 songs in, bro. Like, cool, right?
There you go. You tried.
I did my best that I could with the tolerance level that I had for that time of the day. So fucking the Shad, T-A-O, or is it Tao? Like,
I think it's Tao. Yeah.
Tao. I only found 3 songs. Is it only 3 songs? I feel like I was missing out on them.
No, it's a full project.
Full thing. So I only heard 3 songs then. Super dope from what I heard. His wordplay is super crazy. He's like an ultra elite MC. He's using some words I never really thought would be in raps before, and he just sews everything together really nicely. Shad is like really good.
12 songs. Yeah.
Okay, so I need to listen to the rest of that. That's crazy. Fucking the singles, what do we got here? So the Wale, Cool and Dre, and J. Cole song Poke It Out. I talked about this the last 2 episodes in a row about how cunts are using the same fucking samples again.
Yeah.
Like this one, like, oh, I get Vibrant Thing. Fucking is one of the best things. Q-Tip is the man. Like, that song is crazy. Just leave these old classic nostalgic things alone. Like, they could have done... Like, Wale's a capable MC. J. Cole's a more than capable MC. I'm not a huge fan of Wale, but did a great job on this, but the beat was just, like, Cool and Dre. I don't know. They're cool. They're dope and shit, but, like, this was... I fucking hate when they use the same samples. It makes me mad, bro. It's like... They could have done something way different, because the vocals and the delivery and the raps from the artists were cool, and honestly really dope, but the beat was just like, just pissed me off. But they did a good job. They used the funky classic, and they did do a nice job. They rode the beat pause really well, and it's just, I don't know, I was annoyed as fuck. So that started off my singles route with like a fuck again, you know, so I kind of got a bit annoyed.
That's fair.
So then, you know what I mean? Like, you know, man's like me, get upset. The Burna Boy and Polo G, Want It All. That was dope. Nice crazy tune. I'm not gonna go into the I'm not gonna talk about fuck that shit. The T-Pain and Kehlani and BIA.
Bia.
That was just like Bia. Yeah, it sounded like just like a 20-year-old fucking classic T-Pain song. No surprises there, but it was nostalgic.
Yeah.
And Kehlani was fire, and so that was cool. The Problem and Snoop Dogg song Dim My Light, like, I couldn't believe this was even a thing. It was very West Coast and the regular stuff, but like the mix was outstandingly shit.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And I couldn't even, like, it was really distorted and couldn't believe that was a thing. The Guilty Simpson and Sky Zoo and Gensu Dean or Gensu Dean.
Yeah.
The beat was really boring, but Guilty's dope, and Sky Zoo, like, he's really consistent, but probably the worst mixing of his voice I've ever heard. I don't know what's going on there. That was really, like, stand out bad. I had to talk about it. The Skip Marley and Popcorn song, Fire. The song's called Vibe, and it was fire. It's a nice skippy kind of beat. Her was, I think H.E.R would be dope on that song.
I can see that.
Because she would be like nicely layered under Skip's voice because she has a lower register. Anyway, that was just a thought when I was listening to it. Jonathan Emile had a song called Fair Weather. Fair Weather. Jeez, I can't read. The font there is small. Really smooth and dope. Johnny does it all. He's super dope beat. It's mixed great. Background singers are stupid good. Johnny's got the reggae, the rap. That's another fucking swing and a fucking home run for homie. So big up Johnny.
Love it.
The Mahalia and AJ Tracy song called Roadside. Love Mahalia. She's amazing. Not a bad song. It's kind of dark but also it's like kind of dark for poppy shit. But that was cool. You know, song about cheating and stuff. Then the Asher Roth song, All Add Up. I like him as an MC, but this was like a little too melancholy. I wasn't really in the mood for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the weather today. It was kind of like pissing down and grey. There's a lot of singles, bro. It's a big week.
It was a big week, yeah.
The Red Cafe, Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and Fabulous song, Paper Touching. I don't know, man. Like, it wasn't really like so cool for me. Fat Joe just missed the mark, and Jadakiss was dope. Mix wasn't the best, but no, that was just like a weird forced collab. Post verses, it seems. Verses. The Mercules and Game song In My Sleep.
Yeah.
I know, same kind of shit he's been doing. Like, Games kind of sounds sleepy on it. I don't know if you like that. Seemed like mad forced.
Did you notice the mix on this? Game sounds like he recorded it on his iPhone or something. Like, it sounded horrible.
Like he recorded it in
like
a microphone in somebody's bedroom.
Yeah, like it sounded like really shit, and I don't understand why. Like, it sounded that bad.
I guess, I don't know, man. Like, Mercury's got fucked on the feature verse there. I wonder how much he paid for that.
That's the second one he's done too.
I hate his auto-tune hook. Like, it seems like mad forced. I don't know. It's cool, but like, I don't know, man. He could have done something better with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Chris Webby, Locksmith, and Apathy song, Burn, that was not bad. Pretty standard beat. Could ride a bit harder, but like the bars are great from everyone, and Apathy absolutely fucking smashed it. I love that verse. I literally pulled it back 3 times.
Fuck yes.
Immediately. He finishes the song, but I pulled it back. It is disgusting clean. He's A1. Fucking love his voice. Syllables in the pocket. Everything is, honestly, that's how you fucking rap. That is disgusting good verse of the week. Highlight of the week for me. That was really, really cool. I couldn't believe it. And I was genuinely excited to pull that back. So shout out to Apathy. Then the song from Rascass, fucking Uncle Rassie did a song called Knock Knock. That was pretty tough. Beats fire. Classic Rascass there. Was definitely happy to hear him again. 2 more things quickly. There's a song by Ryder, Adrian Swish, our homie GMC, and fellow Melburnian Kiddo. This song called Make Believe. GMC fucking kills it. That was a really cool singy rap verse. Honestly, man, loved it. He's always been nice with the pen since we've been writing together back in the day. And the last one, which was a powerful / long fucking song, really epic. The Janelle Monáe and a string of a million other like distinguished artists and doctors and professors and stuff like that, with a song called Say Her Name. Did you see that?
Yes,
like
it was 17 minutes.
Song.
Yeah, I didn't know that when I wrote it down. I didn't know what it was. It's pretty crazy, right?
It's wild, bro. So that was super powerful, and that was just that just spoke all the things.
They were saying the names, I think, of all black women who were killed by the police, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yeah, and also mistreated in trials and like all kinds of.
There's people who either were murdered or
just wronged in general. Yeah.
Injustice.
Injustice, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't actually listen to it in the end. It was too long. But I listened to the first, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I was like, oh. And then I didn't notice. I was like, oh, this is keeping going. And then I was like, oh, 17. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, beauty. Good. I'll just see if I can just sprinkle a few little thoughts on top. You did really well there with the fire. Obviously, the Bieber Our World trailer. I don't think it said when it came out, but I am looking forward to that. You mentioned the Britney Spears doco. We'll talk about that shortly because I did watch that on the weekend. And I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing that. The I did like you mentioned it. The Feeling Like Tucci, Wayne, and Rich the Kid, Tunchi, video. I thought it was cool, super fun. Really, it was cool just to Wayne's just such an interesting. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh yeah, he's really just got the face tats like fucking crazy down. It's always like every time he's a
character.
Yeah,
it's like a fucking.
Like you forget how much ink he has on his face. So it's pretty crazy. But cool video, I enjoyed it. That album, I agree with you. It was only 10 songs, which I really appreciated. Great features. There was one song that Wayne, the bars were just fuck. I think it was like the third last one called like Bosses or something like that. Bossin. It was just fucking crazy. Like I think that's what it was called. The bars were just insane. And like anyone who doesn't rate Lil Wayne doesn't understand.
Get their head checked.
It was so impressive when he's coming through with the real shit and like this the syllables, the fucking the multis, the wordplay is just A1. So that shit was fun.
What song called again?
It was a second or third to last song. Let me just find it. I think that's gonna be easier because I was in the middle of listening to Meek Mill, which I'll talk about in a sec. That's as far as I go with the albums. Here we go. Wayne, Trust Fund Babies. And it was, I remember noting it down, called Bleedin'. Oh, because there was another song called Big Boss. So maybe it was Big Boss.
Okay, sweet.
But yeah, super, super impressive across the board. That was great. I got most of the way through Meek Mill's project. I agree with you. It's way too yelly. The beats are kind of the same. People on Twitter were shitting on the cover art. It's got this kind of weird,
Oh, yeah, it's very abstract.
Yeah, well, kind of abstract, just like a series of, pictures, and it's just kind of weird. I don't know. It's not the most fire. But yeah, the album is fine. Gigs was on there. He's got one flow, which I know Dan wouldn't like to hear, but I do like Gigs, but it's pretty boring. Lil Baby and Lil Durk, particularly coming off their album. We got Kehlani, who killed it. Yeah, I don't even know how much further I'm going to go through this. I might check out the Brent Faiyaz track, but that's kind of about it. So that's interesting. Dan did say that he loved the Headie 1 album, so he didn't really say much else. He said listen to it, he wasn't sure at first, and he really wanted to say that he loved it. So shouts to Dan. I want to talk about something that happened. Oh, you know what? Let me finish the rest of this music. Then I'll talk about something that happened to me yesterday with Spotify, which is pretty cool. It's never happened before. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I want to share that. As far as singles, the Burna Boy and Polo G won it all. I like that a lot. That was really cool. Weird combo too. Polo G, I'm not a huge fan of, but it worked pretty well. And he only had a little small part. It was really just a Burna Boy song with maybe 12 bars or some shit. A weird combo, Kane Brown, who's a country singer, a black dude but a country singer. Him and her, did a song called Blessed and Free, and I was really curious to see how that would go, where she's got a really adaptable voice and he's got this really, super country voice, but obviously it's a little on the soulful side.
Yeah.
And they work quite well together. I'm kind of surprised at how that track came out. Red Cafe.
Yeah, I actually had some notes for that too. I didn't want to speak about it because I wasn't a massive fan because I don't like country music, but he's very country. Wasn't a huge fan of his bits. He's not shit. It's just not my bag.
It's too country.
Heard does well. It's an okay feature, and he's he looked, honestly. This sounds weird, but he looked a little light skinned for doing country music. You know what I mean? His country fans and country music is super white. He wasn't looking exactly white.
He's a black dude.
You know what I mean? Hey,
he's a black guy. Is that what you he's not a white dude? What do you mean?
Well, he's just looking. He wasn't dressing country. His style wasn't country.
Oh, he wasn't looking the part. I'm sorry. I thought you meant physically.
Didn't look the part. Yeah.
So he didn't wear.
So it looked a little off for me. I was thinking him. I don't know. I was expecting an R&B feature, but he was doing kind of a country thing. But he looked like R&B-ish. It was weird.
Right, but he is a country artist, though, primarily. He was. We had Sony used to be our client, and we went to South by Southwest with them in 2018, and he was one of the things that Tiff had to cover on one of the events. He was doing one of the events for Sony back then, so she saw him. We had to get all this video with him and stuff like that, and everyone was creaming over this dude, so we were kind of familiar with him from a few years ago. That's the only reason I knew who the fuck he was, because who knows shit about country music. But yeah, I don't think he always... He wasn't a cowboy hat wearing ass motherfucker, you know what I mean? But so he definitely looks different. I thought it was cool that there's someone who isn't white doing really well in country. So good for him.
I mean, that's dope. But it's
a good look for her because it might get her in that vibe, with that crowd. What else was fire?
Bluesy and country stuff. So she probably would benefit from that for sure.
They made it work. What else was fire? Red Cafe and Benny the Butcher did a song called Drug Money. I like that. I always like Benny. He's never, he's just consistent. Yeah, like you said, never really much to say anymore. It's just Benny the Versus Fire is what it is. Killed it. I enjoyed that one.
A 4 out of 5.
Easily. I'm trying not to go through too much that you mentioned. Obviously, Jonathan Emile, the Fairweather track, Slapper, is from his new album called Wilderness, which is coming next year. John has a bunch of new music coming up. I'll talk about that afterwards because we have a big month here for us in October for the squad, so excited for that. What else did you not touch on, really? I agreed with basically everything you said. There was one song with this dude called Eneeks, Eneeks, with Raheem DeVaughn called Unity. That was pretty cool. Wasn't the greatest, but I liked Raheem on that one. The Chris Webby, Locksmith, and Apathy joint that you talked about, I agree. The Apathy verse was the verse of the week. Locksmith fucking killed it as well. The hook was cool.
Also super dope, yeah.
But it was just 3 verses. It was just bars and A1. everyone came strong. Pause. Like it was really fucking good. I was very impressed.
It could have been a lot better, but it was very impressive.
Yeah, 100% agree. So I'm glad you brought that up. And the apathy, I was just like, Locksmith killed it, and I was like, "Ooh, how's apathy gonna go?" And like he took it up a notch. I was like, "Wow, it was
just smushed it."
It was very impressive.
He smushed it.
Yeah, he always does the deep smushing. He it was nice to see, you know, like once again, no ageism in rap because you know he's that good because he's been rapping at that level for
he's
a
like
long time.
43-year-old realtor right now, and he's rapping like that. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, man, it's like top tier. No one is touching that motherfucker. You know, it's beautiful. I agree with what you said. The Mercury's in the game one. I didn't mind the song, but the recording of game shit just put me off. It made it really hard to listen to.
Sleepy.
Yeah. Wasu from Montreal, he did a song called Potholes, and it was the first time I heard him like rap, I think, because normally he just does this auto-tune, singy, sort of typical shit. And I was like, alright, it's pretty cool. Yeah, like, I was almost like, is this him?
Definitely.
Yeah. I guess I was more impressed because I hadn't heard him actually rap for a while. So that one was pretty cool. Obviously, yes, shout out to GMC on the joint Make Believe with the other writer, Adrian Swish and Kiddo there. I thought that was really, really dope. It's not really my jam, that style. He just did that EP with Ryder and this other producer where they did all of this. What was it called? Something in my bag. Back in my bag or something like that. And it was good. It was like, once again, it's not the type of music I would really listen to a lot, but it was really well done for that sort of style of shit. So that seems to be what he's gravitating towards these days. And last couple ones here that I'll shout out. Giveon did a song called For Tonight. It's fantastic. He killed that.
Cool.
He actually reminded me of Sam Smith on that song for some reason. And lastly, D Smoke and Sir did a song called Common Sense. Very cool. Smooth.
Where was that from? I didn't see that.
I added that. I might have added it late, maybe. So maybe.
Oh my goodness me! Oh my!
Screwing you over.
Song.
So
I'm
a C word, aren't I? I'm a C word. I'm a damn C word. So let me get this shit up here. I was going to show y'all what's popping. Let me see if I go like this, and I'll bring it in. So basically, there we go. You can see. So you're just going to see me down the bottom here for a second.
Oh,
but
that is stunning.
Oh, your volume just went right down as you talked there.
G'day, mate.
Oh, really down. So okay.
I was talking while you talked.
Oh, no, it's not. It was my audio. All of a sudden, I changed screen and the audio went down. Anyway, so Tiff was checking something on my profile on Spotify yesterday, and then she found this. And this is kind of crazy, because Spotify does these playlists called, this is Lil Wayne, this is whoever. And they basically like a collection of their songs that sort of give you an introduction to the artist or whatever, all of like the best on. Now I don't know if that means they look at the stats, they look at the physical numbers, the newest releases, how many saves or skips or play percentage or whatever it is. But I saw a friend, shouts to Ill Vibe. He had this a couple years ago in his account. Now he was super active. He had a distributor that had pretty good connections that was getting him on playlists and all this stuff. So I thought it was from that. So then Tiff just found it, and it looked like everything was just created potentially, well, it says 5 hours ago, but yesterday it said 7 hours ago. So I thought that maybe they did it yesterday. But either way, they put together, and as you can see here, underneath it says it's by Spotify. Like, I didn't make this. So, like, this is kind of crazy to me. So it's got my last two related.
That's fucking sick, dude.
It's kind of wild, eh? So they had they put Stay Woke and I Got Next on there, and then they just put like a really. I actually want to listen to it because I've talked about it before, but I don't listen to my own music. It's not why you do it because I've heard it 8,000 times. At all. So I actually want to
hear it 8,000 times while I mix it, but I don't genuinely listen to our what is it? Casual listening, general listening.
Yeah, what as in like. Yeah, I'm not super interested in doing that, but this is fascinating. So they actually put 44 songs of mine together from all the different projects, and I guess I've released a lot of music, and this is just the shit that's on Spotify, not including all the mixtapes. I've done like tons of mixtapes over the years with solo and groups and whatever. So this is just the shit that's on Spotify, and I was just really impressed that they did this, man. Like they didn't. It was just fucking cool. My guess is because this is the most music I've released in a short time period ever, being that I had 2 singles back to back, which are these first 2 here, and then next week by the time you guys hear this, next week, I'll talk about that in a second. I got another single, then the following week I got the album. So it's a lot of stuff. So maybe they saw those.
What's the total amount of songs in there?
44.
That's fucking sick. Maybe it's a threshold, like over 40 man's got a fucking playlist. That's a lot.
Well, I got 2.5 hours of music. I got many more than 40, many more than 44 songs on Spotify though. That's the thing. So I don't really know what the deal is, but basically, yeah, I just wanted to shout that out, and I was sort of really impressed that Spotify did this. I kind of feel like I have, I've never had editorial playlists. Neither of us have. Never had like a ton of love. I really feel like a lot of the music is sort of fronted on, which I guess most artists probably would think of themselves. But to me, I was like, I think there's a ton of good music. I think we really make some great shit. Obviously, everyone should think they make great shit, but I believe we do. And this is pretty cool. It's an interesting comment. There's a few songs on here I was like, why'd you put that one on? Like, I wouldn't have put that one. I would have replaced that with some other shit. Like from... What's it called? From Bad Habits, they put Story of a Soul's great, but they put Boogie Nights and they put Smooth. Those two songs, they were two songs I probably would have cut from the album if I had a choice. Like, there's better songs on there that I would have put on Gun Control or one of those other stuff like that. There's some better, and there's work with Del the Funky Homo Sapien. Like, we did a track with fucking Del, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, this is what they chose. I'm just honored that they did it. I hope then I've got my theory as to why. I think it's mostly because of that. There might be a couple other small things that I shared with you and Johnny yesterday. So, pretty cool. So go check it out. Throw it a like. I mean, it helps. I'm sure it helps me out and shows people that care. But I've noticed that with all of these, hang on, let me go back to the thing. With all of this releasing new music, more release stuff. Bang, gang, gang, gang. I'm getting, I'm seeing the monthly listeners go up. I'm seeing the plays go up. I'm checking it every day and seeing what's going on. So it's super interesting. So that was, I was super honored that they did that. I'm very proud. Speaking of that, might as well just wrap it all up now. So
a fucking round of applause, mate.
Yeah, should I do a posh one? Let's do the posh one. Try to go. Thank you, Spotify. Thank you.
Yes.
So this month, the squad, this has never happened before. Except for the first, which I guess was Friday, but every Friday in October, except for that, we have a release from sort of the immediate crew. This Friday, the 8th of October, I'm going to let you tell.
I have a song coming out, cards.
Fucking boom.
First time since 2017, since my album Hard My Sleeve came out in April. So October 8th on the Friday, I have a song called Place I Know, and it's produced by Black Keys from the UK, and it's an absolute ripper. I got some backing vocals from Meek and Nora and some guitar from John Rosner from Montreal. I sing on it, I rap on it, it's fucking fire. You should get around it.
It's a brilliant song. So we're really happy we put it together, made sure we get it out. So that'll be out on Friday everywhere, which is fantastic. So I'm super stoked.
If you have a sneak peek at the artwork, you can check my Instagram at Notion Babe and have a gaze. I just posted it this morning, and you can have a look at the beautiful photography and artwork from Cee and myself.
Yes, we'll have some different assets coming out this week with some snippets and shit that we'll be dropping on y'all. So that's super fun, very cool that we're doing that shit. So that is happening. Then on the following Friday, October 15th, we have the third single from my new album, Relentless. That's called Let Justice Prevail, featuring Caleb Hart on the hook from Tobago. I think I might have talked about this last week, actually. And the video coming as well. Just reminding everybody, since now your shit is 100% happening.
Fuck yeah.
We got that. The following week, the 22nd, the album Relentless finally fucking here. It's been accepted by Spotify. It's all up in there. Fucking listen.
What a relief.
Boom, And pretty stoked about that. So we're gonna get all the shit together to promote that motherfucker, which I'm excited about.
Okay.
We have So that's coming. Then the following week, the 29th, Jonathan Emile is releasing his remix of Liberation from his reggae album Spaces in Between on Tough Gong. And I am on that remix with Keisha Fresh from Toronto and Chanda Holmes. I think she's from here. Super tough. Great song. My favorite song on the album. Honored to be on there. Very, very cool. I think we're going to try and shoot a video for it. So that's great. So that's like 4 weeks in a row of like... And everyone, Jonathan's on Relentless, Notion's on Relentless, I'm on Jonathan's stuff. I feel that, and then coming into November, hopefully we're going to have a Notion EP if all works out.
No Smoke remix from Johnny,
which is coming in November as well. So me and Notion are both on that. Then we'll have Notion's EP that I'll be on, hopefully coming in November. So there's a bunch of like we're really like going hard this fall, man. I'm very happy that it's working out this way. Because it's never been this much. I was saying to you guys, like, it's almost like we couldn't have planned it this well. Because it's sort of like hard to really plan.
Everything was just kind of like, postponed. Like Relentless was the focus, and now that's done. Then everything else that happened in the background before the pauses is just resumed, and now we've got shit ready to go. I thankfully had like those 3, 4, 5 songs, 75% to 90% finished. So I did a bit of finishing off, got the 3 joints done, got to do a couple more, should get it done. So yeah, everything's just kind of like that was in the background has just come back to the front, and then we're chugging along.
I feel like we're pretty inspired right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Relentless was a fucking big task for everybody, and we've finally got it together. We're still finessing it because we have songs to release and videos to do and stuff, but the bulk of it is done, so then the rest of it from the creative side can just continue to grow and come out. So it's sick, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's all meant to happen when it's meant to happen.
That's it. I feel good about it. I think there's definitely something to be said for that. Doing it all, all of this music coming out in this shorter time period from all of us, because it was like I didn't know about John's stuff that happened to be coming on there, and he worked his release dates around mine, which was very kind, so that we could equally promote everything. And give it the attention that it deserves. So I'm really glad that it's like 4 bam bam bam. We can all just push it through everything. I'm super excited. So if y'all fuck with us, you fuck with the crew, check us all out on social. We'll be talking about it. Preferably follow us on Spotify. Notion is the only verified Notion. I'm the only verified Cee. But it's harder to find. You have to find the easiest way is just to pick a song and then find it. Like if you go Cee Stay Woke, it's easier to find my profile, and like Notion. I guess you can't search for Place I Know. What was the last thing? You could put like, even if you did like Notion Kings of Rock, which was the last song we did together earlier this year, you better find him from there, the proper profiles. Just because like yours isn't too bad with coming up in search, but mine is terrible. There's just too many C's. And it just, even though I'm verified... Sorry?
Piss you off, eh?
Oh, it's infuriating. Like I wasn't able to do the Spotify ad stuff for a while. Even when I'm... trying to report like some wrong music on my profile in the back end, which barely happens anymore now because all the DSPs let you put in the actual link, which is perfect, or find or search through the list. So it made it so much easier, so you can't fuck up. So all I got to do, like when I put together your stuff through TuneCore, they never used to have this, but then now I was able to search for your Spotify profile through a link, and then through Apple I had to just go find it and then paste it in. So I know I have the right ones. So it's going to be on the right profile. And I think that's reduced the amount of wrong music. But even when I go to report the wrong music, I can't find my shit from a list. I have to paste it in. Super annoying. And anyway. So, yeah, if y'all fuck with us, go support that. Lots happening. Some topics then. We've got a bunch of topics we're going to talk about here. The Twitter world is pretty obsessed with Squid Game right now, which is a series on Netflix. Korean series that's dubbed in English. Probably would be better if it was just kept the same and subtitled. But it's cool, man. Korea, because I watched Parasite. Did you see Parasite?
I didn't.
Fucking amazing. And that's subtitled. And that's like, when you see that, and you can tell like it's in Seoul, and you can tell the streets are the same and shit like that. Like it's very, very cool. So it's just this like crazy thing where they get a bunch of people who owe money. They're all like gamblers or just people who are in debt to a lot of people, and they're sort of kidnapped. Not really sort of kidnapped, I guess, by this.
No spoilers. I might want to watch it.
Okay, well, I mean, you see the trailer and you know what's going on. Like, I mean, I won't say
I
anything
haven't
more
seen
than
it.
the trailer. They take him. Oh, you haven't seen it at all? Do you want me to stop?
No.
Because if you see a
I mean,
trailer, you're
whatever.
gonna.
It's
Well-
for the show, mate.
They're making. Okay, I'll keep it minimal. They're just taking these people who are desperate and broke to this opportunity to make money, and they end up and they have to play these games. These like child games, but they're getting eliminated means they kill you. So it's like life or death for these folks, and it's fascinating so far. I've only 2 episodes in. It's fucking fascinating. I love it. It's really, really good.
Eh?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
really good. Just I don't know why.
After this episode,
Yeah, I think
Check it out
honestly,
tonight.
yeah, and you'll really like it. It's very fucking cool. Like we were like, oh, let's just watch the first episode and see what everyone's talking about, and then straight away we're like, oh yeah, let's
all of a sudden you're like, do it. Okay, cool.
yeah, let's keep it going. So
Drop some fucking mushies and get to do it, eh?
yeah, mate, if you can.
Okay.
Ooh, the mushies would trip you out. My God. You want to talk about this one? Mike Tyson did a podcast with Freddie Gibbs, and there was a few little funny moments.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw, a couple little quick snippets. It looks like a bunch of antics. I mean, Hotboxin with Mike Tyson is pretty funny. They changed the format a couple of times. They changed the co-host a couple of times. Other times he holds it down by himself. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I didn't watch it consistently enough. I watched when Eben Britton was hosting at the very start, the first season, maybe the first 2 seasons. Like, Eben Britton is a great host because he's a long-time friend of Mike. He used to be an NFL fucking linebacker. He's a big, tall cunt. He's like fucking 300 pounds. He's like 6'5". He'll go actually for sure. He's a big, soft teddy bear. But anyway, that was really good. They were just talking a whole bunch of mess. There was just some snippets. I don't know. I can't remember the.
He was talking about
Snip
Dr.
tape.
Umar. Freddie Gibbs was talking about Dr. Umar for a bit, and then Dr. Umar responded. I don't even know who he is. It's just like Vlad TV puts him on there. He's just some dude. I don't know what the fuck he does, but he called him Freddie Gribbs, which is pretty funny.
Oh wow!
So I saw a few snippets about that. That's the only ones I saw. But because Freddie's hilarious and Mike Tyson doesn't give a fuck about anything, so
At all.
yeah, which is so I can imagine. I actually wouldn't mind listening to that whole thing. I might subscribe to that podcast right now. Actually,
It goes for about 50 minutes. I think I definitely can watch it because, it's if you're just like cooking breakfast and cleaning up, like you can easily get through that shit.
yeah, done. No, I like to listen to them. There you go, just subscribed. I like listening to podcasts bit by bit. I'm a huge fan of that. I actually moved over to Spotify completely because I noticed that Apple Podcasts wasn't updating enough. So I wanted to listen to, say, Bodega Boys, which is Deez's and Mara's podcast, and the newest episode would be there on Spotify, but even if I close the app, hard reset the phone, nothing, it wasn't appearing on the Apple one. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. So now I just moved to Spotify now, and I'm finding it pretty easy. I just need to sort of subscribe to all the ones I like. I find the search function's not amazing. Like, there's no place, like, they suggest stuff to you, and there's been 2 podcasts that were suggested to me, and I can't find them now. And I was like, oh, I'll check that out later. I just don't want to listen to it right now. And then I don't know what they were, and there's no way to sort of find that place.
Oh,
So I think they got a bit of work to do, but I like the interface a lot more. Like, it's just easier.
you're in a fucking podcast machine, mate.
Mate, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. So definitely check that out. That's great. You were saying as well that Summer Walker's got a new album in November.
Yeah, so the old interwebs were telling me she's got something coming out. So that was it. There was nothing else to the post.
Okay.
So she's got some new shit coming out. There's a couple of photos of her walking to and from a car,
Okay.
and that's
Did
it.
you see that she
New
has
music
this? Okay. Did you see? I found like the other day she has like this other account with almost the same amount of followers. It's called something weird like Galactic Warrior or something like that. Something that starts with G.
No. Weird.
So like I don't know what it is. She's like a real strange woman. This chick she was sharing because I follow her, and she was sharing these posts from this. It was Galactic something that started with W, and I was like, what the fuck? Isn't this the same person? Like, why is she sharing it from herself? And this account has the same amount, so I don't really understand what the fuck's going on. I saw her post before
Weird.
the last project, and she said it's been a year since that, and there's going to be an announcement tomorrow. So maybe there's something else that they're doing on top of that. Maybe they're doing a deluxe version of that album or some bullshit.
Sweet.
So
Okay.
she's out here.
She got some moves.
Ah.
She's Just come fresh out the Polo with a fucking 6-pack, a long neck.
Oh, well done. Well done. Hey, hang on a sec. Hang on. There you go. Oh, no.
There it is.
Go on with the bottle, mate. Fuck. Almost forgot me beeswax there. I don't know where we're at. Fuck.
Oh, stay on it.
I get one.
There you go. Yeah.
It's a lazy way to do it because I just slipped it in, pause. But you know, see if I can drop one more
Just
time.
gotta slip it in, buddy. But like, you know, sometimes you gotta just organic it and just pop it in like a carrot in your butt. You know what I mean?
You know, I know the vibes.
Is that a thing? That's a thing.
It's a thing.
You know,
Trust me,
fair
fam.
enough.
Trust me, Daddy. I read a tweet that said Kanye's company trademarked Donda, the word Donda, for use on a tech line of electronics. So including tablet computers, speakers, and surround sound equipment. So
fucking crazy. Honestly, I won't buy his shoes, but I would probably buy his speakers, provided they were sick. Like, for example, Dr. Dre, Beats headphones.
Yeah. They're pretty shit.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't fuck with them at all.
Provided that Kanye got with the right sound cunts, you know.
Yeah.
Some like German motherfuckers, some European dudes that are about that life. That might be worth the ducats. You know what I mean?
I agree, and they'll probably look sick too, because that's his whole thing, right?
Yeah. They might look like a pair of Yeezys, bro. Imagine a boombox looks like a flipping pair of Yeezys.
Oh, stop.
Is that the ultimate drip stereo or what?
Oh my gosh, I would just carry it around.
Drip stereo.
Fuck, drip. Is that a good name for the episode? Drip stereo. I like that.
Okay, but what's the song like?
What about drip in stereo?
A radio.
There you go.
LL Cool J, what is it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Can't live with it? Is it?
Yeah.
What's the lyric?
That's it. Can't live without my radio.
Sweet.
Excuse me. Love it. So hopefully that comes.
Back to Ether floating still. Oh, next week doing it.
Ooh. Write that one down. Do you need to piss for a sec?
Heavy.
Okay, go. I'll just keep going with the topic.
No, keep going. Let's go. We can do this.
All right, we're almost done.
We can do it. We're a couple minutes away.
Okay, The Roots, apparently Black Thought was interviewed, and he said The Roots agreed to be the live band on Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged back in 2000, what was that? 2003? 4? What? Maybe it was one. After Jay said he'd do a cypher with him, Black Thought, Eminem, and Nas, and then Jay apparently cancelled it at the last minute, which is pretty interesting. And people are saying because they were worried, they thought he was worried that Black Thought would, you know, show him.
Oh, the BET cypher.
No. So you know the MTV Unplugged where he did the live band thing with Mary came on,
and the separate cypher.
He's on that as a part of that show. Apparently, Jay agreed to do a cypher, like, hey, in the middle, maybe like an interlude in the show, be like, hey, all right, Black Thought come out, Eminem come out, Nas come out, we're all fucking drop a verse or whatever. And Jay cancelled the cypher, so they were saying that there was not a separate event as a part of that thing that was released as a video, as a DVD, and as a CD.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, it would be pretty dope. So interesting. I guess maybe people will talk about it, but I saw a lot of people shitting on Jay for it, saying that, you know, this is why he's not my goat, and okay, fair enough.
Oh my god.
Like, apparently he's done other things like that. I don't know. I'm a bit biased. I fuck with Jay pretty heavy, so that was interesting. NoName.
Interesting.
I am. NoName opened up a place called the Radical Hood Library in LA with free books, I guess, as a library, and classes, which is pretty dope. So instead of doing a, you know, for-profit business, he's opened up a library, and they're trying to expand that, so make sure that people can get knowledge. That's very noble and very cool. I respect it. Love it. Love to see it. She said she's going to open a whole bunch more. Particularly in a location. I don't know where in LA, but I think they're doing it in neighborhoods that don't have many libraries and stuff like that, which is very cool. Lastly, I checked out the Britney Spears documentary called Britney Versus Spears this week. Interestingly,
on
Netflix. Thank you. Yes, it was. It was super cool. It was by two chicks. One of them was a writer from Rolling Stone, and she profiled Britney before.
I'm gonna paint that for sure.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And then the other girl, I can't remember what she did. I forget, but they documented how the conservatorship came about, who played the role in what. They had documents. They had somebody giving them everything for all the proof. It was very well done. And it was edited up until like fucking 2 weeks ago type of thing. They had reports on.
Wow.
And last week...
So how does it differ... Sorry.
That's okay, go on.
How does it differ from the other documentary, Framing Brit?
Framing Britney, yes. This one is like just about the conservatorship, and it's more detailed.
Right.
And they're talking about like how this person came in and how they kind of wormed their way in. The other one was kind of not fluffier. Yes, maneuvers to make.
Lounging a booze bar all day. Sorry.
Right. Fucking streets, mate. Cunts, no eye. Yeah, it was just really cool. And the interesting thing was apparently she got the conservatorship lifted last week. Like it actually just happened.
Wow.
I think the day we watched it.
Oh, I see. She posted that photo on Instagram of her and a nutty just running around fucking having a good time.
Britney?
Yeah. She's got some emojis covering her bits and she's running around having a good time. So
one day
I'm happy that she's like free.
She's tweeting posting a bunch of stuff, but she hasn't actually specifically said. Okay, she's working out and stuff. She's posting. Oh, this is the one where she posted herself nude. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, good for her. Getting her bits out. Wow, that's pretty bold, particularly for. It's not bad for her. She's my age, so good for her. This is just really weird behavior, you know, like covering her tits and all this stuff. This is like a little strange. Wow, you even see a little bit of areola.
She's like, fuck it. You know?
Alright, yeah,
there
I
you
guess.
go, a bit of pepperoni, let's go.
Do you know Britney Spears was like posting basically nude, Tiff?
Yeah, she's free.
Yeah, but like it's just a little hectic.
Yeah, she's free us. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, go on your Britannia, mate, good for you. So, anyway, that was pretty cool, but it's definitely worth it. So she's free and doing her shit, so
she's
fucking...
getting her baps out on the sands and she's having a nice time, mate.
Yeah, man, good for her. Very happy. So with that said, I think that's basically it for this week. We kind of covered everything, eh?
Sweet, because I'm gonna fucking piss my pants out.
All right, let's do the quick thumbnail, and then we'll let you fucking be off like a fucking mad dog. Ready?
Alright, should I sip it or should I hold it?
Both. There we go. Notion, where can everyone find you online, Coco?
Get your phone out, fucking at Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At IllNote Studios on Instagram and Facebook. IllNoteStudios.com, NotionBeats.com. Fucking holla at your boy. Tell him, mate, let's fucking go. See easy.
Get me at CEEFOR on Instagram and Twitter. You can make sure you check out Notion Place I Know, dropping this Friday, October the 8th, everywhere.
Thank you.
Follow on Spotify, follow on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else. Make sure you just support. This is a big month. We don't ask you guys for really anything much here. We don't release a ton of music to ask for that, but you know we would love your support for this month particularly. There's a lot of stuff, and you know this is shit that we've been waiting a while to drop for you guys, so we're all very proud. Just want everyone to hear it and as many folks to hear it as possible. And with that said,
get around it.
Thank you for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell.
Ding!
So you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at The Movement Fam. We are live, or it premieres at 8 p.m. every Monday Eastern. Mate, drop a comment. I always keep the thing on there, and I respond to the comments as we go live, even though this isn't recorded live anymore. Guys, appreciate y'all. We will see you next week. Peace. Peace, 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 peace.
Get a dog inside of your body, mate.
Get a dog up, ya. Bizzo, beeswax. Get a dog.
Get it in ya.
Dog up, you can't find.